Anyway, I heard this is I've seen this clip going around. I heard it's very funny. This is Charlie. She streams, by the way, and she's a feminist. She's great. Enemy Charlie. Let's take a look.
I'll try to rephrase this. I'm gonna reframe, and I'm just gonna be totally honest with you. I will never be able to convince you of my worldview.
You won't.
I know, but the reason is not because I'm not a great orator, or I don't make good points, or I haven't said things which should be compelling to a person. But Charlie, I just think honestly, you're too stupid to understand them.
So Andrew, can I sell you on my worldview?
Yes.
Your wife has 3 baby daddies and has been married twice before.
And you
Look
Look at this motherfucker's face.
Under your religion.
What a good counter. You lick. What does mean? Is he trying to say pussy like a baby? It means vagina, yes, in a slur attempt. Okay. Once again, the bigotry PhD in me wants to say that's a 2 out of 10 attempt. Okay. That's a 2 out of 10 attempt. Why? Because if you're trying to say something, like if you're trying to use a pejorative or you're trying to say something like a slur, you can't come across like a baby. You can't come across like a child. And I feel like you lick is the most 12-year-old version. Okay?
You lick.
What is that?
You're a don't talk shit about my wife. You shut your mouth. Shut your stupid mouth.
Your wife with the 3 baby
What did
daddies?
I just say?
Wife with the 3
Sorry,
baby
I'm sorry, Mike. Is she morally inconsequential in comparison to your ditch licking?
Do the men that you try to...
Do the women that you try
show
to...
your hatred against...
Oh my God, he's just spamming slurs. Again, I would go... He went from 2 out of 10 to like a 3 out of 10 at most, because he at least like substituted it. He substituted the term for a more commonly known, more adult version of the slur. Why is he allowed to say that? What do you mean, dude? You know how these guys operate at this point. Like, they just say whatever the they say whatever the they feel like saying. It's just, this is just the world we live in now, unfortunately. There's not really anything we can say or do about it, okay? What's the point of coming to debate this dude? I don't understand it. But, you know, more power to people like this who actually can sit there and entertain these dipshit losers, you know? Especially because it does end up yielding these sorts of clips where these guys expose themselves for being childlike babies. I mean, the moment where he feels insecure, he just immediately starts spamming slurs in order to derive some sort of reaction out of her, and it obviously fails because, once again, 3 out of 10 version of bigotry here. 3 out of 10 version of bigotry because, again, you're spamming slurs and you're not getting the reaction that you want out of this person.
When that like, you try to,
them that they shouldn't,
you know,
like,
Charlie, did I bring
women? Do they know
Charlie?
That
did I bring your family? Did I bring any of your family anything?
Stupid.
Did I say anything about your family being stupid, Charlie?
You could.
It's because I'm better than you, Charlie.
No, it's because you're embarrassed and you know that the traditional values that you try to sell people on are bullshit because you are not a traditional man.
Chuck, let's go through it.
You are not a traditional man.
Let's go through it, Chuck. Tell me what I'm doing which is immoral.
Charlie's entire catalog on work on Andrew. What is this? Charlie's entire catalog of work on Andrew Wilson is 10-10. Who Charlie? Which Charlie? Who are we talking about? Who's Andrew? Is this Andrew Wilson? The guy who said you lick. I didn't even realize he had a baby mom. He had 3 different children for 3 different baby mamas. Now, obviously, that's not a problem. In you know, in my worldview, I don't give a who, you know, you fall in love with who you fall in love with, and what they've done prior to that is inconsequential. And even like having children with like different men, I don't think is a negative. I don't give a fuck about that stuff at all. But I know he cares, and I clearly, not only does he care, but he's also deeply embarrassed by it. No, his wife has 3 baby daddies. No, I understand that. But I'm saying, like, to me, I understand his wife has 3 baby fathers. There was always going to be a limit to how anti-woke people could get, and we're at that limit. Woke is already making a comeback. You're beating Asman. How did this guy go from you're beating Asman to why did you abuse your dog? I used to watch Daily, by the way. Why are you gaslighting us? Cute even debunk what you said. R word, R word. Everyone outside your orbit knows. I used to watch Daily, by the way. How the f did this happen? How does someone go from spamming, you know, Iron Mouse and Hassan emotes to this? Truly a case of extreme brain rot. They're just farming for a clip. Yeah, but like, how do you get there? You know, I don't understand that. I kind of want to, but Reddit brain rot, lack of critical thinking, John Fetterman Ray, calling someone insane rage bait. Yeah, it's crazy because this is the anti. Bro saw one fake Twitter post and it broke his brain. That's kind of scary. This is the formative anti-pedophilia broadcast. Yeah, maybe it's because I didn't watch the Iron Mouse video. That's probably what it is. Mouse has shooters out there. Yeah, I love Iron Mouse. That's one of the funniest parts about these like random haters on the internet is like they don't realize that I am not only am I fans of some of these people, but I'm also in like I have a decent relationship with them. Like it's not like I'm like they don't ever really think about that though. They just think like, no, they must hate this person as well. I think this comes from certain communities of streamers who actually have charges against them just making shit about you out of nowhere. Yeah, no, that's definitely what it is. Reddit is, or at least initially it was titanically influenced before the most recent takeover. It was way more of a central to Twitch culture than Twitter ever was. And its takeover was a major toxification. No, I think Twitter also played a role in the toxification of Reddit too, though. Twitter is the most interconnected. Twitter is the most like interconnected platform of all time. You can take it. Twitter is so connected to all these other platforms that like narratives that thrive on Twitter end up making its way to TikTok, end up making its way to Reddit, and therefore, when that happens, it has the capacity to influence all these other platforms as well, unfortunately. It'll be all right, though, because I think woke is making a comeback, regardless of how much Elon pushes on Twitter to eradicate woke. I think people are realizing that the unfettered, unrestrained neo-Nazi sentiment is really gross.